Hello, my name is Hippies, and you could call me B, and welcome back to some more Even If Tempest. Yay. Hopefully this will do okay. Trying something, my model, I guess, it's okay if it's like Steam games where I don't see my model over it, but games like I have to record for my Switch. So I'm trying something new, and might change. I don't know what I'm doing, to be honest. I'm just throwing crap at the walls to see what sticks instead of looking stuff up as I probably should be. When I finally catch up with the man, we're both in the noble quarter. As it's close to the Weinzel home, I don't come here unless I absolutely have to. I cautiously call out to the man. Would you happen to be Grand Commander Kyle?
Is that Carr?
Though he is more accurately the former Grand Commander, I hesitate to call him that to his face. As a result, I call his title as I used to. I knew it was you. It's wonderful to see you again. For some reason, he looks at me with unease. His gaze searches me, as if trying to figure out if I'm friend or foe.
Why are you here?
I followed after you when I saw you in the city. I was despondent when you left, and I was unable to express my gratitude, so I had hoped to do so now.
Truly? And that's why you come this far?
Yes. What's going on here? He seems more concerned with where we are rather than our chance reunion. There may be circumstances I'm not aware of. I'm not sure if I should get involved, nor do I want to simply leave him alone. As a compromise, I start up a harmless conversation. We were all so shocked to find out you suddenly left the Order. We'd love it if you could stop by base when you have the
What the hell are you even suggesting? I was forced out of the Order with underhanded methods.
What?
Why did I ever think to trust that man? He came to me under the guise of a loyal subordinate, all the while aiming for the perfect opportunity to see me ousted.
Oh, please, no. Wait, I'm not sure I understand. What are you talking about?
Grand Commander Krius told me you'd returned home and take up the family... Oh.
My bad. Grand Commander Krius told me you'd returned home to take up the family business.
That's a bald-faced lie. Damn it. He's pulling the wool over everyone's eyes.
Huh?
The hell do you mean, Grand Commander Krius? It's all that bastard's fault. He chased me out to claim the title for himself.
Grand Commander Kyle allowed me to enter the Order. He knew that he'd be making an enemy of Marquis's in the worst case scenario, and still accepted me into the fold. I owe him a great deal. Please calm yourself, sir. There must be some mistake here. Let us both cool our heads and talk this out. I'm sure once the truth finally comes to light, all will return to...
There's no point in talking this out. I must obtain the same weapon he already owns. Carr, I had wondered otherwise, but I see it was a coincidence we ran into each other.
Huh?
I've come here to obtain proof of his wrongdoing. That man has received money and other items of worth from multiple married women. He may as well have been a prostitute. Nay, he's far worse.
Krius is a man-whore.
Once he starts up a relationship with a woman, he demands money from her and uses her marital status as blackmail. See? He's a crafty bastard. Castle Rock was adamant I accept you into the wings. Looking back, I imagine he wanted an in with the Lizel family.
Grand Commander Krius would never do such a thing. It's certainly easy to make that claim, but I'm unsure if those words would reach Grand Commander Kyle's ears. I owe a debt of gratitude to both of these men. Just as I believe in Grand Commander Krius, I highly doubt Grand Commander Kyle would be lying to me. There must be a mistake somewhere. He must be blind to something critically important in his anger. I take it you haven't heard what happened to Huma, sir. Are you not curious as to what became of her?
Huh? Of course I'm curious, and after hearing she's pregnant, I'm genuinely happy. But how are these two matters connected?
Those in the wings of Garuda must always prioritize the Garuda above all else, correct? When you left, Huma stopped eating. Her pregnancy may have been one reason for this, but I imagine she grew terribly lonely without you, sir. I'll do anything I can to help you. All I ask in return is that, for today, you find it in you to quell the fires raging within your heart. Grand Commander Kyle says nothing more and simply leaves. The wings spend their days rigorously training and hunting food for the Garudas, but the rigor of it all strengthens our bonds. They're an accepting group and welcome anyone so long as they work hard. But I'm sure it's not all pristine under the surface. When Grand Commander Krius all but said there are no true wings in this world, I felt that terribly strongly. I scold my reluctance to accept both the good and evil of this world, and that's when I see them. Evil stepmommy. Her golden locks put even the finest silk threads to shame. Her crimson lips bloom like a rose on her pale skin. Her voluptuous body appears as if sculpted from a single slate of marble. Even knowing how deeply cruel and merciless she truly is doesn't stop my thoughts from being overcome by how beautiful she is. And today marks the first time I see a man next to her that remains just as handsome even in the light of her unparalleled beauty. Hey, Krius. Why? Why is the Grand Commander with that woman? Doing your mom. My stepmother and Grand Commander Krius slip into a car, which then promptly drives off in the opposite direction of the Lysel Manor. That man has received money and other items of worth from multiple married women. He may as well be a prostitute. Nay, he's far worse. Castle Rock was adamant I accept you into the wings. Looking back, I imagine he wanted an in with the Lysel family. I know full well it's impossible to live only in the purest of waters, but it's so hard for me to swallow this murky truth. Oh no, this guy! The prelude to disaster appears once again. Should we prepare for the worst this time? Is this dark sky truly the work of a witch? My lady, I've prepared dinner. Once you feel you can eat, don't hesitate to call on me. I'm more exhausted now than I am after even the most strenuous training. There's no proof that what Grand Commander Kyle said was true, but there's no denying Grand Commander Krius and my stepmother are acquainted. The superior I trust and respect from the bottom of my heart, and the stepmother I hate and fear, were together. No matter the reason, nothing can soften this terrific blow. I should sleep and just deal with all this tomorrow. I will come to deeply regret this decision. I'm so focused on myself that I forget all about the witch. Maya? Are you feeling alright? Should I call a doctor? Maya? I'm opening the door. I gently opened the door. That doesn't look good. She's probably okay. Maya! Maya! I can't scream. Ah! Flightless Wings 2. 10 years ago.
Do not walk in front of me. You are an eyesore.
Don't remember her voice, it's been a while. Orla! I miss doing her voice. Silly sister. If you fall asleep here, your dress will get dirty.
Leave her be, Orla.
Okay.
My lady. Oh, your poor cheek is so red. Let's get something to cool that off. Car! Did you upset Evelina again? Why do you keep acting out like this? You were such a good kid. Master Brett, she has done nothing wrong. She simply walked through the hallway. It's okay, Maya. Don't say anything. But, in any case, work not to earn Evelina's ire. Don't forget that she is His Royal Majesty's younger sister. Yes, Father. Protesting will do nothing at best and deteriorate the situation at worst. What father now treasures more than anything is mother, after all. Oh, that's not... I'm going to leave this manor. What? I cannot live here. I must run before the situation turns worse. No, I'm not running. I'll become the version of myself I want to be. I refuse to live in my dreams, victim of envy any longer. Allow me to accompany you, my lady. I don't have the wherewithal to hire you. If it's money you're worried about, you need it to be. Your birth mother has already given me more than money could ever buy. And nothing could make a maid happier than to serve a master she respects.
Didn't she say earlier that she was like forced?
She's just like, come with me, Maya, come on! Right, okay.
Maya Kirkland's death is due to blood loss. She was dismembered while alive, and those limbs were arranged carefully around the room. The Inquisitorial Order has decided to investigate this case under the assumption it was perpetrated by a membrum. The investigation would usually involve us questioning the sacrificia, the witch chose, and investigating related threads. But as you discovered the body, I'd like to hear from you as well. When did you last meet with the deceased? Lizelle! We have a trial tonight at midnight. If we do not denounce the membrum, we will end up with more lives lost. Fulfill your duty as a knight and work with us in the investigation.
Yes, sir.
When did you last meet the deceased? Yesterday?
Yes, about 8 p.m. I had been out in this city previously, so I went to sleep without talking to her much.
She appeared to have been killed late into the night. Did you hear anything suspicious?
Not at all. I'm usually fairly sensitive to sounds, but I apparently slept fairly deeply last night.
A common occurrence.
What do you mean by...
Was there anything off about her behavior recently? Did she get into a fight with anyone, or have any worries of a relationship with someone else?
She never mentioned anything of the sort.
Who did she often associate with?
The other tenants of the apartment, and the owners and staff of nearby shops. I heard she'd done all kinds of work while I was away in the afternoons, but I never heard the details. Through me, she got acquainted with the other Knights of the Wings, though I don't think she had any unique relationship with any of them. A young Inquisitor stands a bit away as he furiously writes down everything I say. My mouth dries up from nerves when I think about how all my words will remain. Maya was killed by a membrum, right? Why are you asking about her?
If you got something to say, say it. If a membrum is someone who has had their heart eaten away by a witch, then does it matter who they killed? So you believe it'd be a waste of time to ask about personal connections when this was just a random killing? I'm not sure, which is why I want you to tell me. We can't say for sure that a membrum committed this crime, can we? Isn't there a chance it was committed by an unaffected human? And even if the sacrificia had appeared, there's a chance you still haven't found the true victim. And if that's the case, then a regular human who killed Maya will be allowed to escape. Is that not why you're asking to know more about Maya? Well, I won't deny that there have been some murders that have been more like blood sport. There are plenty of deranged people in the world. But there is a single piece of evidence that proves a crime was committed by a membrum. Which is... You didn't see it? Huh? I suppose I can't blame you. Not many can remain calm when faced with a family member's death. We're done talking. We'll call on you again if we must. Until then, you're welcome to return to your usual duties. Wait, Maya's my family. Please tell me more about what happened. Can you at least tell me who the sacrificia are? No. Why not? You do not have the right to investigate. As you aren't a sacrificial yourself, you're nothing more than an outsider in this case. Now, leave. Stop wasting my time. Not Maya. I shouldn't have insisted on separate rooms. If we'd been together, I would have noticed an intruder. So we'll be living here starting today. You don't look very happy about that. Of course not. You deserve a better room than one smaller than even the Lysel's stable. What do you expect me to do? This is the upper limit of what I can afford on a cadet's salary. Still probably better than today. We could have procured a more comfortable apartment if we dipped into my savings. I won't have that. You just watch. I'll rise in the ranks and move us into an even better place. I'm looking forward to that day. The couple on the floor below us just had a child. I heard she's an adorable little girl. I must go see her later. I have more money now, Maya. Let's get you a room of your own. What happened to moving into a larger place? I've grown rather fond of this room, but if you got a partner, I'll just be in the way, right? You should be living on your own. Oh, my good goddess. Never did I imagine I would worry you about this when you're still so young. Though I believe it behooves me to be honest and inform you that I've known you were worrying about this for some time now. I am already renting out a room. You are? Indeed. But won't you be lonely without me? No, I'll be fine. Truly? Even if I'm lonely, I don't want to prevent you from living your own life. From living my own life? You're so prone to exaggeration, my lady. Don't you worry, I rented the room right next door. Huh? We've told everyone that we're sisters, so I imagine they think it's odd that I can't seem to let go of my little sister. Though I suppose there are nuggets of truth in every misunderstanding. Maya is my maid, my friend, my sister, and my mother. I have now lost her for a second time. The Inquisitors will look into her death, and courts will see her killer come to light. Finding and executing the criminal won't bring Maya back to me. Will I have to continue in a world without her? For what reason did I rewind in the first place? Wasn't it to become an ideal version of myself? To protect the ones I love? I am no different than I was in my first life. I'm still weak and pathetic. What am I getting so worried about? This is an easy solution. I just have to die. Then I can give this another try. I just need to rewind before Maya's death and protect her this time. I have that power. Shivers run throughout my body. Why? This isn't my first death. Am I still scared of dying? I've been killed, and I've chosen death myself before, but I never killed myself to use the fatal rewind before. What if doing so robbed me of the fatal rewind? It could happen. This magic is a gift. I'm not exactly familiar with the specifics of its use. Enough! There's no point in brooding. It will only get in my way. I can only know if this will lead to failure by dying. As long as I can get over the fear of death, I will be invincible. I can retread a path that everyone else can only walk on once. If there's a line I shouldn't cross, this is probably it. But the appeal of the fatal rewind is like a sweet nectar, making me feel as though I have no other choice. And just think about it. Maya was probably targeted because of me. I was hostile towards a witch, so Maya was taken as recompense. It all makes sense. If I hadn't taken Maya away from the Lysol home 8 years ago, this wouldn't have happened. It's all my fault. I can't give up yet. I can use the fatal rewind, remember? I can still save her. I can protect her this time. I can save my precious family. Welcome home, my lady. My lady? Oh, Maya! Maya! I wrap my arms around Maya with incredible strength. Her soft warmth against my body fills me to the brim with true calm. Has something happened? Are you worried about anything, Maya? Huh? You don't have anyone following you? Are there any quarrels you found yourself in? There's nothing. Really? I would never lie to you. You know that better than anyone, don't you? What has happened, my lady? Okay, then let's sleep together tonight. Ooh. What? You keep switching topics on me. Would you rather not? It's not that, but am I correct in assuming you mean to sleep in the same bed? No, I wanted to sleep with you, as in sleep with you, Maya. Sleep in the same bed. What has happened to make you want to sleep together? You even slept alone as a child. I'm not doing this because I want her to dote on me. I'm doing this to protect her. But as easy as it would be to reveal this, I don't want to worry her. We're close. Something like this is fine every once in a while, wouldn't you say? The other girls in the city will certainly be surprised. They may even be envious of me. Haven't you heard about how popular you are with young women? They've been selling prints of you. So you found out about that, huh? I certainly did. I bought 3 of each type. Why? I, of course, intend to buy more, but there was a limit of 3 per person. That's not what I wanted to know. It's odd that someone like me would attract attention like this. I even had people call out to me in public, but I can't help but feel they have some hidden agenda. You always do this, my lady. You should really stop this negative habit. Yeah, I should be more careful. What good is there in so easily doubting others? No, that's not what I meant. You, Maya? Maya must be exhausted to fall asleep mid-sentence. What was she trying to say about me? She got me curious. Oh well, I can always ask her tomorrow. I take out the dagger I've hidden on me and grip at the handle. I lock the door and create an improvised blockade in front of it. The final issue I worry over until the very end is whether or not to call reinforcements. But as I don't know who the membrum could be, this is probably more dangerous to have more people here. All I can do is rely on the weapon in my hand. Just who killed Maya? What did she do to deserve that? Sure, the witch eats away at a membrum's heart, but that still doesn't explain her death. Stop right there. Don't forget who the real evil is here. But if I want to defeat the witch, I must find out who the membrum is. This time I swear I'll protect. What rouses me from sleep is neither sound nor presence, but it's the smell of blood. Maya is dead. Her body has been cut apart. An arm and leg each hang suspended from the ceiling. Her head sits on a vase like a warped flower. Her remaining body parts are used similarly. Rather than being thrown around randomly, their placement seems deliberate. The clear care taken only disgusts me even more. I didn't want a repeat performance, but this time the venue is my bedroom. No way. No. Why? I was right there with her. Why did this happen again? A crest of some kind is written on the wall. This was obviously new. The killer must have written it sometime last night, using Maya's blood. This must be the proof Inquisitor Lister spoke of. I turned around to look at the door, and at the barricade I made even while Maya questioned my reasoning. The whole of the barricade remains intact, just as it was yesterday. There's not a single trace of anything having been moved. So what's going on here? Oh, there's something on my neck. It's a collar made of iron. It's heavy, as if dragging the weight of a sin. A sign of one branded as a suspect, a possible perpetrator of an unspeakable act. Have I become a sacrificium? But why have things changed so drastically? I was just trying to protect Maya. To be a sacrificium means I would be suspected of killing Maya as a membrum. This room's defenses were perfect, yet Maya was still killed. As panicked as I am, my gaze remains fixed on the barricade. No, I didn't do this. I didn't kill Maya. Good morning. Is anyone home? The church has ordered that we check on our neighbors the morning after the dark sky. Is Maya with you? I will not accept a world without her. One more time. I must try to fix this one more time. Maya, I swear I'll save you this time. She killed herself again. That transition, though. Welcome home, my lady. Together? Well, I don't mind, but I may be a restless sleeper. Are you all right? You look like you've seen a ghost. Oh, so all these are deaths over and over again. What? You're going to the Inquisitor order now? Why?
Welcome home, my lady. Welcome home, my lady. Welcome home, my lady. Car! Stop it already! Your heart can't take it anymore! Why? Why does it always end the same? I only remained uninvolved that very first time. Every single loop after that saw me chained down as a sacrificium. I can run neither from Maya's death or my own sin. Is this my own divine fate? Of course it's not. This is all the work of that witch, and he's no god. But that doesn't mean I can win against him. Your fatal rewind has to adapt to every single living person, and the Witch of Ruin is no exception, even if we had the upper hand because he never noticed. But I think that adaptation is the problem. Maya's death is set in stone, so you won't be able to change anything by going back right before it happens. Then what should I do? Go back 8 years ago again? Absolutely not. I already told you this, but going back too far causes too much strain. You get snapped the very moment you get back, which means you really will be confined to your room until you die. And what should I do? You have to defeat the Witch of Ruin. You met him in the city, right? Go back to that time and kill him. You want me to kill a man I can't even physically touch? Well, witches can touch each other. They can? Then why don't you? Nuh-uh! No way! My physical body wasted away a long time ago. The Witch of Ruin killed all the other witches, so we got no one else to turn to. We need your help. Now what will you have me do? How am I supposed to fight a magical adversary I can't even touch? You find his weakness. All witches have them, so he's gotta have one too. But I don't exactly know how to find said weakness. Oopsie doopsie. If I kill the witch before any member appear, Maya will survive. But if I'm to destroy the witch for good, I must face him down to find his weakness. Which necessitates I move forward from this and accept Maya's death. Okay. You're not gonna get mad at me for being useless? Why would I say that when you're the one who's given me this power in the first place? You've given me so much. I promise to give you as much as I can in return. And I just as badly want to strangle that conniving witch. You're so cool. I'm proud to have you as my... never mind. Put on a brave face, but I'm far from confident. Can I really defeat the witch when I can't even protect Maya? There is no can or can't. I will do it. I have to. I'll be going now. If you notice anything, let me know. Wait, I'm putting the ban on the fatal rewind once you go back. A ban? For how long? Until your heart has healed. My heart? You're fine? Really? Then how do I heal my heart? Don't know. That's why they're so annoying to deal with. I gave you the fatal rewind to fight against the Witch of Ruin, but I don't want you throwing away your life like that. I actually really regret giving you that power now. I'm not sure if it was the right choice anymore. Rune. There are some things death simply cannot fix. Exactly. Your life is important. Promise me you'll take care of yourself? I rewind once more, but my worst case scenario becomes true. Whether I plead for help or remove myself from Maya's side, this fate will likely remain unchanged. I vacantly survey the room,
Her head is enshrined in the middle, covered in gorgeous lace. Her remaining limbs are either strung from the ceiling or placed on the shelves. They're arranged with such cleanliness that they may as well be decorations, and I must be going crazy to see the dismembered body of a loved one as much. I can no longer run from this situation. I have only one option left open to me.
Good morning. Is anyone home? The church has ordered that we check on our neighbors in the morning after the dark sky. Is Maya with you?
Call an inquisitor.
What?
And that concludes our questioning. Do you have anything you wish to ask us?
It appears this would be an open and shut case, Master Tyrael. We have a locked room situation. Oh, we know who was in the room with the victim. We even have a barricade. I imagine she intended a hole up here. There is no doubt she's our membrum. I say we arrest here.
Lysel, sacrificia are given a degree of freedom. You can write your will, enjoy a last meal, or even run should you choose. But once the clock strikes midnight, you'll find yourself in the courtroom. That is the witch's malediction.
There's no point in using the rewind. I must find the witch's weak point. I made that promise to Rune and Eliza. Eliza? I still don't know how to pronounce it, yet my hand automatically reaches for my dagger. I'm scared of taking my own life, but also know that a sharp blade through the neck brings a kinder death than scorching flames. The voices of the masses reverberate in my head. It's a confused cacophony of laughter. There is joy at an evil being punished, and sorrow and pity at a poor girl groveling for her life. If I continue in this timeline, I may have to experience that suffering once more, and if I'm the one that killed Maya, it's a fate I deserve. Oh, I didn't realize how much that experience affected me. I put my desire to save Maya at the forefront, and now only realize how deep my wounds go. Someone knocks at the door. My whole body twitches in response. This is the first timeline someone's visited after the Inquisitors left. I kept my dagger firmly in hand as I carefully answered the door. Yes. Grand Commander, why are you here?
I heard about what happened from a friend.
Oh, I'm sorry. I took so long to report what happened. Huggies? Huggies?
You don't have to say a word. Just let it all out.
Grand Commander! I sob against his chest. He quietly accepts all my built-up sadness from each repeated experience of Maya's death. I had all but lost sense of what it means to be alive after letting go of my life so many times, but the strength of his arms and the warmth of his embrace brings it all back into place. I am a murderer. Remaining with me will only put you in danger.
Do you mean to say you're the membrum that took Maya's life?
My body still shakes with despair as I nod. Maya and I were together last night. I put a barricade against the door to prevent intruders. This is a locked room situation. Who else could kill her but me under these circumstances?
Do you remember killing her? Do you remember the feel of your knife going through her body? Or how you felt when she finally died?
Wow, thanks, Chris. Very nice. Not at all. I don't remember a thing.
Do you remember, like, plunging your knife into her body and stabbing her over and over and over again, and then arranging her limbs in such an intricate pattern? I see. Which means you aren't the membrum.
Huh? How can you say that so confidently? Well, that's my line. That's my line. You kill Maya? That's impossible. But if a witch really ate away at my heart, then you may have done it. How is your heart doing now? Do you feel crazed? Or how about empty? Have you changed at all? You look not a hair different to me. And if you don't remember killing her, then that only strengthens my belief. Oh. Did I not kill Maya? What idiot would place himself at a scene of a locked room mystery? Good. You calmed down a bit. Let's head over to the Wings base. I roughly explained what happened to the Grand Commander. I see. Well, it's clear you're one of the Sacrificia. These next 12 hours is where the fight really begins. What fight? You're just gonna wait around for the trial while twiddling your thumbs? Well, yeah, I'm a Sacrificium. Didn't Tyr tell you that Sacrificia are given their freedom? Oh. This ain't no ordinary trial. It's a trial for witches, of witches, and by witches. It's designed entirely for the witches' enjoyment. That the masses get to vote is a part of this. Masses get to vote is part of this.
Do you know a lot about these trials?
I looked into it a bit. Considering recent events, the black sky and the appearance of a membrum also happened 50 years ago. Do you understand the details of the upcoming trial? If you don't, I'd be happy to explain. Alright, listen closely. The biggest difference here is that this is a people's court. Though the kingdom usually grants only a chosen few the power to vote as a juror, 300 random chosen citizens will function as jurors in the Switch trial. Why? Your guess is as good as mine. The witch probably just thinks this makes things more amusing. The trial is done entirely for the witch's amusement. To differentiate it from our usual witch trials, they gave the name Carnival 50 years ago. How despicable. During the trial... Hi, Cleo! You want to say hi to the camera? Oh my god.
Why are you so... There's no other cats here.
She only sounds like that when there's another cat nearby. When she go... During the trial, the Sacrificia throw their suspicions around while trying to censor the others. The 300 jurors give their verdict after watching the arguments play out. Which means your greatest weapon in this trial will be information. Information that can reveal one of the Sacrificia for the membrum they are.
Information. I see. That makes sense. I won't be able to censor other arguments if I don't have information of my own.
I don't even know who the other Sacrificia are. Tyr didn't say anything?
I nearly said no before clamping my mouth shut. No, he never told me the names of the other Sacrificia. That was because when I asked, I was still an outsider. He may tell me if I ask. He did say I was free to do as I wish after all.
First things first, let's go ask the Inquisitors about who the Sacrificia are.
You're going to come with me, sir? I dropped a Joy-Con.
Oops. Of course I am. I'm not about to let you face this on your own.
Thank you.
Also, I'm doing your mom. What's wrong?
Nothing.
I don't have the time to be worrying all about that.
You gotta prove your innocence! Evidence acquired!
All it takes is a simple question, and the Inquisitors hand over a list of sacrificia without opposition. 11 hours remain. Let's just start by seeing who we got on the list.
Orla!
What is this list? Prince Lucian is here, and this is Orla Lizel, your sister.
Yes.
I'm surprised to see their names on this list, but my attention is drawn to a photograph of the third individual. I never mistake that face. It's the witch. I never expected to learn of his name this way. So he's been parading around as a court painter? Is it possible for a witch to be a membrum? Or is this one of his mind games? Or he was just like, he shape-shift into that guy. It'll be hard to meet with most of these people, but unfortunately we don't have the time to turn over every stone. We have to make a choice here. Give me a minute. The Grand Commander isn't gone for long. He comes back with a newspaper of some kind. This is a tabloid flyer. They already got an article about this incident. Whoa, they even list out the sacrificia. So I didn't even need to ask at all. One of the Inquisitors probably sold them the info. With something like this, we didn't even need to go talk to them in the first place. That's what I said. I only just saw this, unfortunately. But it's not like these things are the most credible sources, so it's hard to claim the newspaper is reliable on its own. Some yellow pages. Yeah, none of these headlines even feel real. Yellow journalism, I mean. It's been a while since I've been in school. Since we don't have anything else to go on, we might as well start with the tabloid's info. Your investigation will now begin. Question the sacrificia and collect useful information before the trial begins. Information obtained during the investigation can be checked from the menu at any time. Not all locations can be visited in the time allowed. You will lose a specified amount of time for each location visited. Continue your investigation until the witch trial begins at midnight. Not all locations can be visited in the time allowed. You will lose a specified amount of time for each location visited. Continue your investigation until the witch trial begins at midnight. Let's ace attorney this bitch. Miracle details. If we are to preserve the royal family's likeness for future generations, better his art than a photograph. The man who made our very own king declared this is none other than Mael Diaz, 28. In his art is contained the hallmarks of a genius, the incredible expressions, the unthinkably beautiful use of colors, and a sense of story unfolding on the canvas. His art brings many to tears, and even a simple sketch is said to be priceless. His talents led him to graduating at the head of his class at Etoile Academy of Fine Arts. But his mother says it was not his teachers that fostered his talent. It was not his teachers that fostered said talent. It was cockroaches. I saw the ninja! This passionate statement comes from Thomas Unruh, 32, one of the sacrificia chosen for the upcoming carnival. Ninja, of course, refers to infamous chivalrous thief. They steal from heartless nobles and unscrupulous merchants and return this money to the poor. Thomas is one of many that find themselves taken by these righteous deeds. Despite his life being on the line tonight, Thomas speaks passionately about the thief. It was a moonless night. I was on my way home drunk when I saw someone running on the rooftops. Only the ninja is capable of such a feat. They were a lot more slender than I thought they'd be. Oh wait, maybe Ninja's a girl? Despite his life being on the line tonight, Thomas reverently continues. I tried real hard to catch up with them, but I couldn't. See, I wanted to thank him. Ninja saved me once and more. Endless praise omitted. Talented, calm, and collected. Handsome, more chivalric than even a knight. Chivalric, I guess. Praise of all kinds is given to Prince Lucian, age 18. But His Royal Highness doesn't allow this praise to get to his head. His politicking prowess rivals even the king himself. There are no doubts that Prince Lucian leads the race to the crown. Yet, not a single person in the castle had ever seen him smile, and it is said that hundreds have faced punishment at his hands. He is as tough on others as he is on his health. That is, as one person tells it, both a bane and a boon to the young prince. He reacts no differently to the Inquisitors. He berated them for not preventing the Membrum's appearance. After the sky turned black, he apparently used his own coin to try to capture the witch. It was limiting his own incompetency, ignoring how he's now a sacrificium too. That's just incompetency. Ignoring how he was also a sacrificium too. That's just the kind of person he is. Will His Royal Highness' wrath be stated at the trial tonight? The writer is confident our devoted readers are already well aware of that gorgeous knight who took the war games by storm. Her name, Carlizelle, age 18. She's a peculiar young lady, having joined the wing of Garuda despite being the eldest daughter of a Marquises. Her defined figure and gorgeous handling of the bow has stolen the hearts of many, and that number only continues to rise. An individual in the printmaking business has this to say. I was quite surprised. I prepare my wares before the games with the knowledge she garners some popularity, but they were sold out before I could even blink. Oops. The top three are currently Grand Commander Castle Rock of the Wings, Prince Lucian, and Prince Conrad, in that order. And they've been that way for years. But someday, soon, I see her climb up to the top. Orla. Though Princess Evelina Lizelle turns 40 this year, her beauty fades not a whit. If anything, she's even more stunning now. Since her debut as 16, she's been the center of attention in noble circles. This comes not because of her status as the king's younger sister, but from her own incredible influence. She boasts glittering blonde locks and a symmetry of facial features that come right out of the greatest art. Any word she speaks from her shapely lips drips with elegance and grace. Yet, not many know that Prince Evelina has a 16-year-old daughter of her own. Though she doesn't resemble the princess much, said princess has the kind of beauty you'd see once every 100 years. If you were lucky, it's far too cruel to compare her to a mother of such standing. Wow. It's like her whole thing was just about her mom, while she's like the sacrificia. Okay. Start the investigation of Mel Diaz. Says the walkthrough. Yes, I know it. I said this before, but yes, I'm using a walkthrough. If it wasn't ultimate, if it was like Ace Attorney, then I wouldn't, unless like I'm like, I don't freaking know what to do. But I'm just, you know, I'm trying to get the full scope of the story here. Oops.
You're here for Master Diaz, yes? He should be in his room. Have you come to discuss the carnival tonight?
Yeah, can you bring us to him?
Oh, of course, sir. You have guests, Master Diaz. 2 individuals from the Wings of Garuda have come to speak with you. Master Diaz. He's not answering.
We know for sure he's in there?
Yes, but Master Diaz is a sensitive individual. He was beside himself upon finding out he was a sacrificium.
Sensitive, so that's how he plays himself out to people.
Master Diaz became a court painter at the young age of 28, but he suffers from a grave illness.
An illness?
He has debilitating migraines.
Sorry, I don't mean to look down on migraine sufferers. I see.
I'm sure you noticed the clouds today. His migraines get especially intense on days like these. I'm sure the stress had only worsened it. Could it be possible to leave him be?
Car, we should call it quits. He probably won't come out no matter how much we insist.
Male Diaz, I'm coming in!
His look is like, okay, of course.
No, wait here! How could you be so cruel? Never thought we'd meet again quite like this. I didn't know a witch could be branded as a sacrificium. Is this all part of the show? Who are you? Are you here to kill me? Did Edmond send you? I knew that realist wanted the position for himself. Calm down, Master Diaz. You enjoyed a spot of tea with Master Edmond the other day. These individuals are from the Wings of Garuda. They're here to discuss tonight's trial. The trial? No. My head hurts. What has happened to me? Oh, maybe this is punishment for the fly I squashed yesterday. The god of flies is angry at me. Master Diaz, please pull yourself together. What's going on? He's nothing like the man I met before. They're far too similar for me to simply mistaken him for someone else. Even their clothes are the same, but this is odd. Do you know me? You! His reaction confirms that I am not mistaken, and I reach for the blade at my hip. You're Lady Carr! The Honorable Rose Knight! Wow, I'm a huge fan of yours. I collected all your prints. I'm so happy to meet you. I must commemorate this meeting with a painting later. Guess he's not a witch after. No, don't let yourself be fooled, Carr. Enough of your acting, Male Diaz. You told me yourself last we met that you are a witch.
What? Is he really?
Really? Why are you surprised? I met you in the city. What? I met the Rose Knight? No way! I don't remember that at all. You have chosen precisely the wrong thing to fixate on. So this is our first time meeting. Oh, how terrible. Isn't our first time meeting, I mean. You really don't remember? Ugh, I'm sorry. Go on, split this useless head open. Sir, please help me. I don't know how to handle these types.
I apologize for doing this while you're so dejected, Mr. Diaz, but may we ask a few questions?
how the extreme fear and ecstasy appears from his features. Mail looks over at us with an earnest gaze.
Of course, but in exchange, I would like to ask you a few questions too.
Understood. First, do you know Maya Kirkland?
The victim of the case, yes? I only heard her name the first time when the Inquisitors were questioning me.
So you never met her?
Not once, so I can assure you I'm not the Membrum.
What were you doing last night?
I slept, just like everyone else. The Inquisitor told me when a Membrum commits their crime, everyone else falls into a deep sleep. No one has an airtight alibi as a result.
What?
It is apparently one of those magic spells the witch can use.
I was so convinced I was the culprit, I never bothered to ask anything. If I only asked, I'm sure they would have answered me. Do you have any information regarding the Membrum?
Let's see here. You may know this already, but considering how common this story is, but the Membrum has their morals and ethics robbed by the witch. What state of mind would that result in, I wonder? Would you be unable to differentiate good and evil? Would you not even view your own deed as the sin as it is? How curious. Are you finished?
You're really not a witch.
I'm not. I don't remember our meeting, but I'm sorry for saying something so strange. Maybe I was drunk?
You certainly didn't look drunk. I even saw him use his magic. Do you have any siblings that bear a striking resemblance to you?
I can't say no for sure. My father had a way with women, see?
Okay, I'm done with my questions. Now I'll answer yours.
Thank you. Let's get this right down to it. Is it true you take a rose bath every day?
I don't spend my money so frivolously.
Oh, really? Then what are the stories that say you leave a rose upon defeating a foe?
I don't understand why I do that. Who are these mysterious foes? And why would I leave a rose upon defeat?
Oh, I knew the rumors weren't to be trusted.
Just what kind of rumors are being circulated about me? We don't have time for this nonsense. Do you have any real questions for us?
This is very serious stuff. I used to be a big fan of Ninja, but you stole my heart the moment you readied your bow at the war games. I've heard you were single-minded in your training too. So much that you'd even forget to sleep and eat. What incredible vitality you show. I'd compare to you to a cockroach.
Goodbye.
Oh, wait, not yet! Have you met with Prince Lucian?
Why would you ask that?
Because the prince wishes to see you. Your childhood friends, yes?
That's technically correct, but
The witch told me the same
oops. The witch told me the exact same thing. That even his statements are similar to the witch makes him much more suspicious.
If you haven't met him yet, please do so. I'm sure he'd be happy to see you. And before you leave, could you say your catchphrase?
Catchphrase?
Allow the sweet scent of roses lead you to oblivion.
I never said anything so ridiculous. I am exhausted. I am exhausted. I mean, there was period after every word. I can't trust anything the man says, but I'll just have to ignore that for now.
I simply cannot believe she pushed herself into this room. What a violent woman. I pity poor Master Diaz.
Worst impression. No. The masses now look less favorably on Carr. Vroom, vroom. Okay, it says I'm like an hour in, so I will stop. I don't think I can stop it. I can't save here. Wait, let me go to the next one, which is let's do Thomas Unrun. Start investigation. Now I can save. Okie dokie. Well, thank you so much for watching. And, well, we're getting into some meat on this bone. We're getting somewhere interesting, I feel like. Well, it was interesting before. It's neat. The whole game is neat. Yep, that's what I'm trying to say. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching. Bye!